I want to make my tea. This is cinnamon. This is clove. If you're joining my life, you're welcome. I can see you, Samuel. You're welcome. I just want to make my tea. This is clove. I think one of the active ingredients in clove is eugenol. For those of you that normally have menstrual cramps, I don't like taking painkillers. Another remedy for menstrual cramps, if you have all these ingredients at home, something like cinnamon, or you have clove at home, you can take at least 10 pieces of clove, boil it in water, just a cup of water, then add your cinnamon to it. If you have onions, this type of onions, I think a medium size of onions is okay. This size is a bit too much. You can cut it half. When you boil it in water, you can please boil it for at least 10 to 15 minutes. So clove, the main ingredient in clove is eugenol, and it has an anti-inflammatory effect. It's one of the traditional herbs they use in treating toothaches and pains also. So if you don't want to take painkillers during your menstrual cycle, you can incorporate this mixture in your tea. It's not everybody that likes taking painkillers, because one thing I notice about painkillers is that some persons, when they take painkillers, the flow of their menstrual cycle is as if it's decreasing. You understand? It doesn't flow that much. Some persons will even experience that their menstrual cycle ceases. There's a physiological answer to that. Please, if you are joining my life, you can type which country you are joining from, which country you are from. So it's not everyone that likes taking painkillers during menstrual cycle because of its effects. And relying too much on painkillers is not good. So there are other remedies for it. If you don't want to take painkillers, you can take all this natural herbal mixture you have at home, something like clove. If you have cinnamon, you can add it onions. But I don't want to take onions for now because I'm not having any pains. I just want to drink natural cleanser. Yes, it's also for hair. See, this glove is also one of health treatments. Like if you're having a scanty hair, but just that one thing about me is that I'm not consistent when it comes to all this hair care routine. You can see my hair. I've not relaxed my hair, so I'm not consistent about anything hair care. For me, it's stressful, so I prefer to just braid my hair. The reason why it's just like this because I've not gotten chance to go and braid hair. I just weave it. So but if you are consistent on using glove, because there was a period that I was consistent in using glove for my hair, like I just soak it overnight. In the morning I use spray and spray it, you understand? Just spray it directly to your hair. You don't need too much. Then if you have something like what they call it, is it ori, shea butter, you apply it on your hair, it helps. You see my hair is dark. It's not like it's all those you can see the hair. For me the hair is okay, but just that it's not growing long the way I want. Maybe because I don't treat it. So it's also good. Glove is a natural house. It works a lot, not just for pains, not just for menstrual cramp. Like sometimes if I feel bloated, like right now, and my stomach is a little bit heavy, so I just want to mix glove and cinnamon and drink. It helps to cleanse your system also. Just boil it for 15 minutes. If you know any other benefit of glove, you can comment. You can add it in the comment below. So one of the active ingredients in this glove is eugenol. So eugenol, it helps for this anti-inflammatory. It helps to reduce pains. Also for toothache, for some of you that normally experience toothache, one treatment you can also use is glove. You can grind it in your powder and apply it. You can just boil it and be taking. So if I should ask some of you, how many hours should one sleep in a night? Like, what's the ideal hour? Is 4 hours enough? Like 4 hours sleep, is it really enough in our body? Some persons will say yes. What am I sleeping 6 hours sleep for? Like they are okay with just 4 hours sleep due to work and stress. But you have to understand that sleep is not optional. It's something that is mandatory. You understand? Our body needs sleep to recover. Our body needs sleep to repair. Our body needs sleep for muscles, tissues to repair. And when you give yourself 4 hours sleep every day, you are indirectly harming your health. You are indirectly harming your brain. Now, you have to understand that sleep is one of the most powerful biological processes happening inside of us. It's not optional. It's something that is very, very mandatory. Now, if you're joining my life, you're welcome. Now, sleep is not something optional. It's something that is very, very mandatory. You understand? Because sleep is one of the powerful physiological biological processes happening in our body. When we sleep, our body repairs itself. When we sleep, muscles repairs itself, tissue repairs itself. Now you need to understand that sleep has two types of sleep. We have the non-rapid eye movement sleep and we have the rapid eye movement sleep. Now the non-rapid eye movement sleep has 3 stages. We have stage 1 of sleep, stage 2 of sleep, stage 3. Now, for the stage 1 of sleep is where transition occurs. It's where they transition from wakefulness to sleep. and that period lasts few minutes. It can last about 5 minutes to 10 minutes. In stage 1 of sleep, you can easily be awoke, you understand. Someone ordinary noise can wake you up. While for stage 2 of sleep, we also call that one deep light sleep. While for stage 1 is light sleep. In stage 2 of sleep, you have to understand that it is where it's also a deeper form of sleep. Sorry, let me check. Let me pour this thing. You're welcome if you're joining my live. So sleep, some persons define sleep as a state of unconsciousness. You have to understand that sleep is not totally a state of unconsciousness. Sleep, rather, is a vital form in which there's a reduced state of unconsciousness and reduced state of physical activities. And you have to understand that during sleep is when our body repairs itself. So sleep is not a state of unconsciousness, because when you're asleep, maybe you drop your phone close to your bed and sometimes it's as if it's a stimuli. You wake up and grab your phone back. At least sometimes you'll be conscious of your environment when you are sleeping. So you have to understand that sleep is not totally a state of unconsciousness. Rather, sleep is a reduced state of unconsciousness, in the sense that it's a way of like your consciousness is a little bit reduced, but not like you are totally unconscious like someone in the coma. No. Sleep is not your brain shutting down. In fact, your brain is extremely active during sleep, but just that in a different way. You understand? In a different way. Your brains, there's a lot of electrical brain activities when you sleep. So you have to understand that during sleep, particularly your stage 3, that's non-rapid eye movement sleep, is that time your muscles, your body releases growth hormones. Hormones like melatonin, growth hormones that helps in growth for teenagers. That deep sleep it helps to retain for memories. So if you're joining my life, you're welcome. Don't wait to subscribe. Don't just go without subscribing. If you're joining my life, you're welcome. Don't just go without subscribing. So sleep is not totally a state of unconsciousness, unlike some persons who define sleep as a state of unconsciousness. No, when you sleep, rather sleep is a reduced state of unconsciousness, because when you sleep, like during sleep, if you drop, some persons, when a phone is close to them, when they are sleeping and someone comes to grab the phone, you see that they easily get up, you understand? So sometimes when you sleep, you feel someone present when that person comes into the room. So you won't define sleep as a state of total unconsciousness. You're not in the coma, you understand? So sleep is a form of reduced state of unconsciousness and reduced state of physical activities. Now, reason why it's a reduced state of physical activities, because when you're awake, you are more mobile, you are more active. But when you are asleep, not like your muscles won't move. Sometimes you move your legs, sometimes you move your hand, depending on the stages of sleep you are. If maybe you're on REM sleep, like rapid eye movement stage of sleep, in such kind of stage of sleep, there's nothing like movement, because that stage of sleep you are is a stage where dreams happen. So it's a stage where you dream. REM movement, that's rapid eye movement. In rapid eye movement stage of sleep, your body muscle, there's a little bit of muscle paralysis, you understand? Temporal muscle paralysis, but your breathing muscles are not paralyzed, because you have to breathe to live. Your eyes is moving rapidly. So in that state of rapid eye movement, your muscles are temporarily paralyzed. So it's in that state of sleep. The reason why your muscles are temporarily paralyzed is because in that stage of sleep is like dreaming. It's that stage you can dream, so you won't act out. Because imagine if maybe your muscles are not temporarily paralyzed and you are in that stage of sleep, you'll be acting up now. You'll be acting up. So in that stage of sleep, rapid eye movement sleep, there's temporal paralysis of your muscles apart from your breathing muscles, so you won't act out your dreams. So sleep is not a total state of unconsciousness. Some persons always say sleep is unconsciousness. No, you're not totally unconscious. Your brain is not shutting down during sleep. Your brain is fully active, extremely active during sleep, just that in a different way. That's how it is. Just that in a different way. think I'm going to go outside because I'm feeling it. Let me go outside. Let me drop. I'm not feeling heat inside, so you like to come. Let me bring my trap. So how do you define sleep? If I may ask, how do you define sleep? Is sleep a total state of unconsciousness? Like some persons will define sleep. I don't know if this camera will flip. Let me just show you a bit of my background. Or this camera is not that clear.